Hello, second grade families. Welcome to your virtual back to school night video. This is Mrs. Chalice, and I am representing the second grade team, wanting to share with you guys a day in the life of a second grader. I'm going to go through this whole slideshow. The slideshow will also be emailed home for you to have for reference. All right, let's get started. Like I said, we're going to walk you through a day in the life of your second grader. First, we want you to meet Team 2. I know it's been hard not being able to meet some of you face-to-face, so I wanted to give you some visuals, of course, with masks on and with masks off. From left to right, we have Mrs. Hamlin, our instructional support professional, Mrs. Holland, Miss Stanley, Mrs. Chalice, and Mrs. Nickel. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just go through the schedule and the day that your kiddo is having at Skyview. So arrival for Skyview is from 8 to 8:35. Attendance is taken every day at 8:20, unless they tell us to wait on attendance, especially if there is bad weather or traffic. There is always morning work that the kids will complete once they arrive in the classroom. We get our day started right away. We then jump right into math from 8:40 to 9:30. Saxon Math is the curriculum we use. If you've been at Skyview, that is the curriculum we have always used. Math homework will be nightly. Please refer to your child's planner and homework folder for assignments. We will not give math homework on weekends. We also will not give math homework on test days. So every once in a while, you may not see homework come home. Fact practice is something we are going to be hitting on really hard this year and focusing on. And then tests are given every 5 lessons. It just kind of depends. There's no certain day of the week for tests. It just depends when that 5th lesson falls into place. And so that is math. Then we go right into Spanish from 9:35 to 10:05. Listed in front of you are the Spanish teachers that belong to each of the second grade teachers. So you can go ahead and refer to who your kiddo has. If you ever have questions about Spanish, feel free to definitely email those teachers. And yeah. Next, the kiddos get ready for their first recess. That is from 10:10 to 10:25. This year, students are playing in their cohorts, and we rotate sections daily. So we have 4 sections of the playground. We have the turf split in half, the playground, and then the basketball court. And we rotate which classes are using which part of the playground, so everyone gets a chance during the week to play on everything. Please make sure your students do have coats, gloves, etc. As we enter the fun Colorado weather of fall and winter, where some days may start out warm, but then they end up being chilly for us. So just make sure that your kiddos are prepared. And then please no toys from home at recess. Moving on, we are going to go into writing once we come in from our first recess. Writing is from 10:30 to 11:20. Lucy Calkins is our writing curriculum. We have 3 big units that we focus on during second grade. Those units are personal narrative, opinion, and informational. We are starting our year out with opinion. Your kiddos are getting ready to write some opinion essays. Grammar is taught with DLI, which stands for Daily Language Instruction. There is a new skill taught every week in DLI. They have a DLI book that they work through. We have a bunch of other activities during the week for review. And then Friday, we do always give the DLI test to make sure they have mastered the skill that we taught. We also in writing incorporate handwriting, sayings and phrases, core knowledge poetry, and many other things during our time in writing. After writing, we move right into lunch and recess from 11:25 to 12:10. Our students do have lunch first. We are rotating lunch in the classroom and lunch in the cafeteria. There's only a certain amount of kiddos that can be in the cafeteria at once, and we do share the cafeteria with first grade. So we've got a rotating schedule. Because of that, please make sure your child does have utensils for lunch because they're not in the cafeteria every day. We each have some utensils in our classroom, but it's definitely helpful if some of our kids have those in their lunch boxes. As always, please practice your child's student number with them, especially if they are getting hot lunch. It is super helpful if they can get through the line and tell anyone down there their lunch number in order to get through quickly. After the kiddos enjoy lunch, they do go to their second recess for the day. This is their long 20-minute recess. After the long recess, we move into reading from 12:15 to 1:25. We use the daily 5 rotation, Saxon phonics, and some level readers during reading time. The daily 5 rotations include reading to self, reading to someone, listening to reading, working on writing, and word work. The kiddos will work through the daily 5 rotations throughout the week. They are also meeting in small groups with their teachers, and that's where we're pulling in the leveled readers. We are reviewing phonics skills, whatever we need to with those groups. Right now, the kiddos have been practicing their daily 5 rotations so that soon they can become independent with that time. Your kiddos may have brought home a reading log. These are completely optional. We do have the kiddos write in their planners to read 20 minutes a night. It's definitely something we would like for them to strive for every night. And with that, if they bring home a reading log and they are completed with signatures, students can turn them in for a prize. Again, totally optional. There will be a reading test and spelling test every Friday, and those will be beginning soon, Spelling tests, like I said, will be on Friday. New spelling words are given out on Mondays. More specifics about spelling, like I said, tests are every Friday. If it's a short week, we would do it on a Thursday. Spelling homework is a monthly menu. Your student should have brought home that monthly menu. That can stay home. We do not need to see that menu again because we gave them the menu from September all the way to May. And this menu is where your child's going to pick 2 choices per week. And the menus, like I said, don't need to be turned in or signed. They will just turn in their homework on the provided homework sheets. Your child either got a blue sheet or a green sheet, so it's super easy to find in their homework folder, hopefully. Please make sure they're doing both activities for the week. If they lose that spelling sheet, please make sure that they ask us for a new one. We unfortunately will not accept spelling homework unless it is on those sheets. Definitely wanted to teach the kiddos some responsibility with that. And spelling words and homework are sent home on Mondays, and spelling homework is due on Fridays. Can be turned in early though. If kiddos get it done right on Monday night or Tuesday night, early in the week, they can turn it in and be all done with it for the week. This is an example of what the spelling menu looks like. This is their September one. I do know that some of the pages do say adult signature. Please do not worry about that. If you want to sign their spelling homework sheet, you are more than welcome to, but it is not required. We do encourage the kiddos to pick different activities throughout the month just to make it not so boring. And yeah. All right, after reading, our kids are going to move into camp, which stands for Computers, Art, Music, and PE. Mrs. Hurtado Cox is our computer teacher. Mrs. Vanna is our art teacher. Mrs. Gildehouse is our music teacher, and Mrs. Crocker is our PE teacher. Classes normally do have a 2-day rotation for specials. Right now, we are moving into a 5-day rotation for specials that we're just moving in to take some extra precautions, with everything going on. Library with Miss Lily is also once a week. You can refer to your child's homeroom teacher to see what day they go. What's important is that if library books are coming home, they are being returned the following week on your child's library day. All right, once we pick the kiddos up from specials, we head straight out to recess. This is their 3rd and final recess of the day. We do love that our kiddos do get 3 recesses per day. All right, after that last recess, we move into core. Core is science and social studies. We do rotate our units. Some units will have a test. If they have a test, students will bring a study guide home. Please understand that study guides are for additional practice. We review in class daily, and our goal is that even if the kiddos do not study their study guides, They should be getting most of the information correctly on the test. Big events to look forward to in second grade. Pioneer Day and Greek Wax Museum. These are our two big events. Due to COVID, these events and what we're doing are to be determined. Dates and details, we will keep you in the loop as we know more and get closer. All right, after core, it is dismissal time from 3:20 to 3:35. This is the time of the day for the kids to pack up, clean up the classroom, make sure they have everything to head home. We are asking the kiddos to bring home those water bottles every night to get washed. They leave their lanyards at school for their masks so they can have them the next day. And with water bottles, we do have disposable water bottles for your kiddos to refill. If your kiddo is a big water drinker, you are more than welcome to have them come to school with 2 water bottles though. But like I said, we have refills. Just some other information we wanted to give you. So snacks, we do have 2 snacks during the day. Please try to limit the peanut and tree nut snacks. I know we are eating in our classrooms as well. So just trying to lessen this as much as possible as we are an allergy aware school. Like I said, please have your child bring 1 to 2 water bottles per day. Water bottles are just sent home and they can be refilled. I got ahead of myself on some of the information. All right, moving on to our behavior system. We do have cards in our classroom. Every child has a set of cards. And this is what the system looks like. So every day your kiddo is going to start on green, which is ready to learn. Every day they get to start back over at green. If they are doing something outstanding, we catch them being a role model, helping a friend, just doing something that definitely follows our social contract, we will bump them up to blue. If they do something else and they're just having the best day, making some great choices, they could be moved up to purple. Other way, if a kiddo just has had several warnings and needs some redirection, they can flip their cards down to yellow. They can also then flip their cards down to orange. This is called teacher's choice because they may miss something like 5 minutes of recess for their choices that have been made that day. And then if we are on red, that is going to be a parent contact, either from the teacher or administration. Our behavior system in second grade is fluid. Kiddos can go up and down all day long. So that is nice because if they are, say, on yellow or orange and they work really hard to turn their behavior around the rest of the day, we have no problem letting them know that and having them flip their cards back up. Your child's behavior color will be colored in their planner every day. There's a little slip inside the planner for every week that shows what color they are on from Monday through Friday. Please don't hesitate to reach out and ask us about anything. If it is something serious, you will be hearing from us either through a phone call or an email. And here is our contact information, all of our emails. I apologize, I did not fix Mrs. Hollins. I will fix that when we send out the PowerPoint. That was our old teammate, Mrs. Nieder, last year, and I forgot to change the email. I apologize. Hers would be hholland@svak12.org. No, kholland@svak12.org. I apologize. Like I said, I will get that fixed for the copy that gets sent home to you guys. So thank you for listening to this. And we really appreciate all of the patience and grace that has been given to us as we have navigated the beginning of the year. All of the hard work and the hiccups and the changes have been worth it, seeing your kiddos, whether it's virtually or in class, seeing that they are learning, that they are happy, and that we can provide them some routine and normalcy in their little lives. So thank you. Have a wonderful day.